I called my friend an idiot after he insisted on a maternity test for his pregnant girlfriend. My name is Ryan Cole, and last week I called my best friend an idiot over something I thought was impossible. Dan called me just after midnight sounding frantic. He said his girlfriend Whitney was 7 months pregnant, and he wanted a maternity test after the baby was born. I laughed because I assumed he meant paternity, but he corrected me and said no. A test to prove the baby was biologically Whitney's. I asked if he lost his mind. We'd both been at her baby shower recently, watching her struggle to stand with a belly so big it blocked the table. She works at a diner making barely above minimum wage, not someone running a secret embryo swap. I tried explaining that if she's visibly pregnant, then she's the mother, unless she paid a fortune for a donor embryo. He said I didn't understand and needed certainty. I told him he sounded insane and hung up. The next morning his mom called asking if Dan had been acting strange. When I explained, there was a long silence before she told me to come over, because there was something I didn't know. I went that night. Dan was in the basement sorting comic books, his stress habit. His mom made him come upstairs and asked him to explain. He looked miserable and finally told the truth. His cousin Amy had been switched at birth. The hospital mixed up 2 babies years ago. She only found out at 28 when she needed a kidney transplant, and neither parent matched. DNA tests proved neither was biologically related to her. The hospital traced records and found another baby born the same night. Amy met her biological parents as an adult, complete strangers. Dan drove her to the meeting and waited outside for hours. When she came back, she was sobbing, saying she didn't know who she was anymore. The parents who raised her felt fake. The biological ones meant nothing. She belonged nowhere. Dan has watched her spiral for 2 years. Therapy constantly, cut off from both families. She told him she wished she never found out. Now Whitney's pregnant, and Dan is terrified the hospital will switch their baby. He thinks a maternity test will prevent that. I explained it wouldn't. It only confirms biology after the fact and doesn't stop a mix-up. He said he still wanted it just in case. That's when I snapped and called him an idiot for letting trauma that wasn't his destroy his relationship. He kicked me out and sent angry messages all night. Now our friends say I was too harsh, but Dan already told Whitney. She thinks he accused her of lying or cheating. She's staying with her sister. Her parents are furious, and Dan can't explain the real reason without sounding unhinged.